hesitation, no doubts.
That's it?
That's it.
I got it.
And now a word from
Ron and Fez. You're bastard people. That's what you are. You're just bastard people.
Ron and Fez! Hey!
And I'm your announcer, Mikey D.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Buddies!
It's the Ron and Fez Show.
Good evening, buddies.
I'm Ron. There's Fez.
Hiya.
Short porch tonight. It's Monday night, but we got something cool to give out tonight.
That's right. We've got an Apple iPod to give away, courtesy of AOL for Broadband. You can add AOL for Broadband to your basic high-speed connection, and you'll get access to tons of cool exclusive stuff, all in one place and all on demand.
That's AOL for Broadband, an Apple iPod to give out tonight. Also, Fezzy, we'll be playing your favorite game show, the Sopranos product placement game. I thought it was a phenomenal Sopranos last night. For all the whining and nagging people do, last night's was so tense, so tight, I couldn't stand it.
I love last night's episode. I think it's been a great season.
I think it's been an up and down season, but there's been some real strong high points. My problem with the season is, you know, where's Paulie Walnuts? Where's Sil? You're not getting a lot of the regulars. But last night's, I got to tell you, it was tense for me. I was still thinking about it when I was trying to get to sleep. What else? Oh, we got Black Girl in the studio tonight. He's hanging out with us.
Hello, buddies.
Black Girl in town because he goes everywhere Jay-Z does, and he hasn't missed a show. He's like one of those Rocky Horror guys, though, but only with Jay-Z.
And do the H to the Izzo.
How was it, Earl?
Oh, he rocked.
Yeah.
Have 60,000 people just doing the waving in the air and
like they just don't care.
Like they just don't care, and they
Did you yell out, "Where's Beyonce? Where's Beyonce"?
She was there.
Yeah. Was she really?
Yeah.
How close did you get to it?
Oh, not within 1,000 yards.
Oh, okay. Did she come out on stage with him?
Not on stage, but she was just kind of milling backstage. God, she was so hot.
Yeah, she's unbelievable. She's unbelievable. She's like Farina. To me, she's like yesterday's Farina.
Fantasia.
No, I'm talking about Beyonce. She's like Farina from American Idol. Tomorrow night's the big vote for that, too, Fez. Who you pulling for?
Diana DeGarmo's going to win this thing.
Thank you. Thank you, Jinxie. I hope it's a normal Fez thing.
I am not a jinx.
I can't imagine that Diana DeGarmo having a hit song. Now, I could have said the same thing about Clay Aiken, because I could have never imagined him having a hit song. But Diana, it's just so... I mean, I can see her on Broadway or some kind of stupid Up with People or maybe even a cruise ship. I'm not saying she won't work. I just don't see her as a pop idol.
She looks like she should get a Disney series. One of the, like, Hilary Duff had.
Yeah.
Or Amanda Bynes.
Well, there's a good point, Fezzy. Hilary Duff had #1 songs this year. Hilary Duff is what... they listen to now in the top 40. Do they still call that top 40, Earl? Or,
yeah.
Or in your neighborhood, it's the 40.
I think it's called the Hot 100.
We ought to do that Black Girls 40 countdown.
And just have some 40s where we count them down.
It's nothing but a 40.
Have a toast from our homies.
Yeah, all the dead ones.
Black Girl's staying at my place while he's in town. And it's always nice when you have a house guest walk in and say to you, first thing in the morning, you have a plunger?
Oh, no.
No, I didn't do it.
You locked that thing up, Earl?
No. That was a preemptive strike.
Just in case?
Yeah. So then he says to me, I go, why, you have a problem? He goes, No, I just like to have a plunger nearby just in case.
You know why? Earl's grown up in New York with that weak water pressure that every single house up there has. I don't know why. That's your trickle-down theory right there. The New York water pressure.
When you have a walk up, it's hard to flush down.
Yeah. I don't understand it. It seems like it shouldn't be a problem. But Donald Trump lives in that at the top of that penthouse, and I bet he has to pull Earl going, where's the plunger before I go with you? Just to make sure. Because no one wants anyone else plunging theirs. No, you know,
right.
Please don't. You're saying to a plumber, just give me the tools, and I don't want you to see my shame. My shame.
And I'm thinking my Buccaneer bathroom is going to be ruined.
Yeah. Yeah, how did you feel when you were sitting in there?
Like Bucko Bruce?
Bucko Bruce, yeah. It's all red.
Yeah.
The skull and crossbones everywhere.
What really kills me is, like, you know, Warren Sapp's never had a bathroom like that. Why does a guy who's not on the team get that involved when the guy's on the team? I'm like, no, I have actually a very nice bathroom. I don't want to think about football when I'm sitting on the pot.
That took a long time to put together, piece by piece, finding it all on the eBay.
Why don't you get yourself a nice Rowdy's bathroom and then a lightning kitchen and just go for the whole gimmick?
A lightning kitchen.
All my lightning gear is here in the kitchen. All right, Fezzy, the president is speaking tonight, but for whatever reason, all three networks, the big networks, not carrying it.
Yeah, for some reason, well, you know, they want to finish up the Swan on Fox, so they're not going to carry it. There's Fear Factor on NBC.
No, maybe this is just me, but I thought they had to carry that. I thought that's the whole thing about keeping your license.
Well, apparently the White House didn't request the airtime.
Yeah.
So I guess that's their out. Where, you know, the White House didn't say, hey, we need an hour or 45 minutes, so unless they request it, you don't have to do it. So why make a speech when you don't want literally everybody to hear it? I mean, I never remember a president going, I'm going to make a speech, but don't cover it. My face is hideous. That's what happened.
They ought to put him on the Swan tonight. Try to fix that mug of his.
Yeah, with the speech, I think it's because he wants to say he has a plan, but once he starts talking and everyone realizes there is no plan,
yeah,
he doesn't want a lot of people to see that. But he wants people to just think in their heads he has a plan and he has a speech about it.
Well, here's the weird thing. It's a speech in our country that's not for us. You know what I mean? Like, we don't live in Iraq. And if 3 years ago you would have said, yes, there will be a president, will be making a major speech about the people of Iraq, you're like, why is that in our business? I don't want to hear about the people of Bolivia. What do I care around the world?
He should have just done this on Al Jazeera or those other two networks where he did the interviews after the butt pyramid scandal.
Yeah, that's the one where he actually did an interview holding his hat in his hand. I don't know. I really wasn't cut out for this job. I'm a puppet.
They would get a kick out of seeing him with his I just went over the handlebars face.
Sure. They would love it. This is the beating I took for what I did to those prisoners.
Somebody put a stick in the spokes, and that's just with the war.
All right, so we got the Sopranos product placement game tonight. Now, oddly enough, there's only one more Sopranos planned, and then they're taking another year off.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, you really shouldn't get hung up in this show. It's not for any kind, what I would call a person who is a viewer.
You get lucky if you only get a year off, because usually it's like 15 months, 14 months.
Oh, I mean, unlike last time, I'm not going to be sitting around waiting. There's only so much you can stick with the show before you go, do whatever you want to do. But I can't be a fan if you're not going to be on the air.
And we got to wait 2 weeks for the final episode.
It's like Boston albums come out more than the Sopranos come on.
And then I think next season, the sixth and final season, is like a shortened season.
Yeah, he just couldn't figure out how to end it this year. The plan was to end it this year. Now he's like, I got a way to end this now. And we're like, we don't care anymore. You've done 4 seasons over 9 years.
Wow, this sounds like George Lucas. I finally figured a way to tie it all together.
Yeah, and of course George Lucas hasn't as well. Let me say, I heard great things about Shrek over the weekend from a couple of friends. I don't know if I can muster myself up to go there, but I understand that It's big comedy, people were telling me, my friends. I don't know whether I can do it, though. The other thing is the early reviews on Harry Potter are great.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, they had a big premiere for Harry Potter.
Now, somewhere along the line, there's got to be a movie for adults. It doesn't take place in this country. And then also at Cannes, Mike Moore's film, Bad Stuff About Bush, won the Palme d'Or. Is that how it's pronounced, or is it
I think
Dior?
that's exactly it.
Yeah, I couldn't. It looks like it would be Dior, but then I hear him say D'Or. So it's the Palme d'Or, which is the big, gigantic prize that the Europeans give out. And they give it out to a film that apparently a guy is just standing in front of a camera screaming that Bush is a maniac. He's a lunatic. He's an absolute lunatic for 2 straight hours.
And Quentin said he whispered in Michael Moore's ear, "We didn't give you this for political reasons. You really had the best film."
Yeah, well, what does that mean? If it was about flowers, they would have given it to him? I mean, was it shot well? It's a political film. That's still, you're giving it to him for political reasons.
I think with Michael Moore, the fact that he's in this one less than most of his films, that might have been a deciding factor. He's just he shows up less in his own film.
Yeah, okay, but then he brings his chick to the thing, and I got one word for her: jacket. You know, I don't go backless myself, and I would say the same thing for you, Mrs. Moore. You don't go backless.
Those two are named perfectly. More. There's just more of them.
And all they want is more. Every time they sit down at the table.
That's their reservation and their order. More?
Fezzy, will you go to see this one?
Yeah, I want to see Fahrenheit 9/11.
All right, I want to get the worst Republican in history to give me a review.
I'm a good Republican.
You don't follow one of the Republican doctrines. I don't know why, but you don't.
Because I'm progressive. Like Teddy Roosevelt.
That's regressive. He was 100 years ago. So you're a Teddy Roosevelt Republic.
Yes.
He actually left the party. Why don't you follow him and head the Bull Moose?
Yeah, I guess I'm more Bull Moose than anything.
Yeah.
At least in these jeans.
All right, Captain Clown said, could it be that he won because he didn't have to make up anything in this documentary? That's true. He should have to share this with President Bush.
Who wrote it?
Yeah. You basically stole his act. If I got the chance to follow Bush around all day, I'd have a hit documentary picking up the Palme d'Or.
Which I think is a lot like a Palm Pilot. It's a really nice award.
I don't know. I'm into the iPod thing, Fezzy, that we're giving out later on tonight. Wonder Boy says he's coming up with some ideas how we can give out the iPod. What do you got for us, White Riot?
I had a thing where people will call us up and they're going to sing their favorite guitar riffs to us.
How can you sing a riff?
Well, I'll give you an example. You would go like this. Boop, 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 and then, you know, if you guys can identify what song it is, that person will be a finalist and we pick our favorite one.
I'll turn around when he's done, Ronnie, because I can't look him in the eye right now.
And that's how we're going to give out an iPod.
I thought that would be fun to get people to sing, because you're not singing words, you're singing the music, which is a little harder.
Well, when you're not singing words, you're not singing. I think you're humming.
Well, I guess you're humming your favorite guitar riff, but again, it's a guitar riff-driven thing.
Do you bring anything to this show other than water?
All right, call in if you want to play. What's the name of this game show?
I didn't have a name for it.
You got bumpers that you
riffing.
hum to? It's
No.
what?
I just call it riffing.
Ray's riffing.
Riffing with Ray.
White Riffit.
You know what? When I'm watching Sopranos last night and he was choking out Adriana, I was pretending it was Ray Bottoms. I was pretending Ray Bottoms was getting choked to death. All right, if you want to win an iPod, give us a call right now. And riff your favorite along with Ray. Riff with Ray.
866-277-4969 for the Apple iPod on the line that we got courtesy of AOL for broadband.
866-277-4969. Pick up an Apple iPod. Fezzy, they're the future, you know. It's not like you with those old 78s that you're still winding up your music box to play.
I got to step into the 21st century here. where you can go to the iTunes store, pick out songs that you want.
You're kidding me, Bull Moose. You mean you have to update?
Yes, I do.
I mean, you're not even in the FDR. You're that far. There's been a Roosevelt who served 4 terms before you had a president that you liked.
Taft I was a fan of.
Oh, who wouldn't be? Just the size of the man alone. He was the Warren Sapp of presidents. America has weight problems. But when they got to cut you out of a bathtub, you got to be calling that Atkins line right there. You got to get out of the bathtub, thank the fire department, and then call up the Atkins people and say, I have a problem.
In this day and age, we're going, oh, my gosh, President Bush, you won how much for your war? And back then, they're like, what did the bathtub cost us? What are the taxpayers paying for that thing?
People have sex in bathtubs, 3 of them, and yet this guy couldn't get his big ass out of one. He was lodged in a tub.
He's having soup in his bathtub.
You know what? Here's the other funny thing about that. He didn't come in that big. I mean, he was a big guy, but why he was there, he just kept eating while he was president and just ballooned. And then he made the move of, I'm so large, I better put on this vest so people won't notice. And the other thing that grossed me out, if you look at pictures of Taft, he had all that fat under his belt, which to me, worst possible look for a man. Get some lowriders for yourself before you have that thing down there.
Then runs for re-election and comes in 3rd. All because he couldn't get out on the campaign trail.
Why, do you think you want to... Would you vote for a president whose heart looks like it's going to explode at any moment? You can't possibly think people are going to go, yeah, he's the guy for me. I'm voting for the guy that cut out of a bathtub.
He's bringing new energy to America.
The guy has to put a chair in a shower because he's too big for the bathtub and he can't stand up for a shower.
And he's wiping with a towel on a stick.
Of course he was. A vice president had to come in and hose him after every mud.
Why don't you just soak yourself in that big tub for a while, big man?
Is this a large guy? Just large.
We actually saw his grave over the weekend when I took a black girl to Arlington.
It's Rhode Island. It's literally they buried him in the state of Rhode Island.
They could get another few guys in there if they moved Taft out.
So you guys went out and you did all the touristy stuff?
Yeah, I took Earl wanted to see Lincoln.
Yeah, sure.
There he is.
Yeah.
There's the guy.
There's the troublemaker.
That's him.
It was all his fault.
And we saw the new World War II memorial.
Yeah. So you guys just went to memorials and graves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was about it. And then toured Arlington.
You see any living people at all?
No.
Saw a lot of marble, though, huh, Earl?
Yeah.
Is this your first trip to D.C.?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Had a great time.
You weren't here for the Million Man March?
Nope.
Huh.
That's why they just missed it. It was 999,000. Everybody's going, where's Earl? Paul Lowe was at the Million Man March.
We put him on a bus with a sack lunch.
Speaking of sack lunch, how's his wife?
Paul's really great. Paul's great.
She went so nuts the other night. I told Wonder Boy to cut it down so we could play it earlier. Because every Friday night around 9:30, we have him on attempting to talk movies. And she is just a mad dog. Just a scary mad dog.
She was insane, and he knew it going in. I mean, as soon as we said hello to him, he just said, the review's not happening tonight.
And he's married to Taft. It's got to be the most difficult thing anyone's ever went through in their life.
And she's screaming like she's stuck in a tub.
Who was second to Taft? It probably was Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt got huge, yeah.
And then FDR got pretty big once they he couldn't move anymore. He couldn't do the cardiovascular stuff that he grew up doing.
Right, and then you got to think Clinton's in there somewhere.
Clinton's very thin now, though. I saw him on TV the other day.
Yeah, he said he's doing South Beach diet.
Is that right?
Yeah.
South Beach has 2 models at a time. That's the South Beach diet he's on. He's with a Colombian chick and a Cuban. Hey!
Rutherford B. Hayes was huge. He was a big fatty.
I can't picture him in my mind.
And he was another one who tried to do the vest trick.
Yeah.
Like the guy on Deadwood.
I think Thomas Jefferson carried a few more pounds. And I think I got him confused with Ben Franklin, who, had an hourglass shape for a man.
Right. And then you got Woodrow Wilson on the other end of the spectrum, who was basically Karen Carpenter as our commander-in-chief.
Yeah, I couldn't vote for a guy that's too thin.
He's too pointy looking.
Yeah, I can't have a pointy guy.
Ichabod Crane for president.
Arnold and his wife are out all the time and talking about changing that amendment so that people that were born in different countries can vote. Anyway, you guys think Arnold could get elected?
No way.
I think so.
I think he could pull it off.
I think the people that went out and, watched Shrek, for $104 million, I think they would vote for Arnold.
It's the same thing. People love, celebrities. I mean, I literally think that the Democrats would have to run a Keanu Reeves, somebody at them, that, that women, that would pull the women away from the vote, because people love their celebrities. It's just bizarre.
And every speech he makes, he throws in some movie line of Hasta la Vista, or when he's visiting the troops at Rammstein.
Well, he's done the same thing all through his career, every talk show he's ever done. He can't change. You know what I mean? It's not like he's the governor, so he's going to start acting different. That's just him. He's the same guy he's always been.
He told one group of soldiers, you're the real Terminators, instead of saying the action heroes.
Yeah.
So you're the real robotic killing machines.
Sure.
From the future.
You're not even human. You soldiers aren't even human. Congratulations.
The way you kill. The way you're after children and women.
All right. We got to take a break. We'll come back and give out this iPod, Fuzzy. It's a fabulous, fabulous iPod. We're going to have one a night this week, which I'm excited about. Thank God. Thank you, Cameron, for coming through for us. Wonder Boy, thank you for coming up with this really bad game show idea of people humming on the radio.
They did that when there wasn't music.
Yeah.
This is Depression era. Get entertainment.
Fez, before radio there was music. Just so you know. They didn't go, hey, we got a radio. We got to put something on it. Hey, grab some instruments. Maybe we can make some noises. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez Show.